What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 4 of the June Vlog Challenge of 2024, which makes it June 4th, 2024.
You're so smart.
Yay me. Anywho, this is the third video y'all are getting today. Y'all got a food review at noon Central. Y'all had a Oklahoma City Bison at 5 Central, and then this whenever it's up and ready to go. Was that you or your sister that just ate cat crap? It was you, wasn't it? Anyway, yeah, I had to go put some stuff out in the garage, and I left the gate open, so Ami came in here and went to the beach. She came in, she had just cat litter all over her nose. She was like a Wall Street cat.
She's disgusting.
In the 1980s with the cocaine, booger sugar.
Yeah,
So, yeah, she was gross. I shoved a paper towel in her mouth. She was walking around she's walking around with it in her mouth. I took it out. But anyway, so today was Tuesday, and I don't know where I was going with that. Today is Tuesday. Oh yeah, yesterday. Unfortunately, I forgot to say rest in peace to Larry Allen, a former Dallas Cowboy that passed away. He was like 52 or something like that. So it was very sad to see. Very sad to see Emmitt Smith making a very tearful, video about it. And I'm just like, Emmitt Smith, you're not supposed to cry. Like, you're one of my heroes here. My heroes don't cry. So it was very sad. Just said he died on vacation suddenly. Like, they don't know what happened to him. But, yeah, so I forgot to say, rest in peace to Larry Allen. I know she's probably watching, so I just wanted to say happy anniversary to Gammy and Bill. It is their 70th wedding anniversary. That is nutso bananas. 70 years. Wow, I can't even fathom 70 years of like anything. So that's incredible that y'all have been together that long. That's really great, especially because y'all don't look a day over 70. I don't know. I had to throw that in there.
Gammy, you can smack him next time you see him. Just smack him right upside the back of the head.
Probably on the 4th. So the 4th of July, that's for that stupid thing you said in entry number 4. So congratulations. A month from now, she's like, I'm counting the days. Counting the days till the 4th of July parade. But yeah, I got a mysterious scratch on my knuckle, like within the last 30 minutes.
Probably the cat.
Poltergeist or a cat or something that
Where did that cat
I
go?
might have scraped my hand on the something in the garage. I don't know, but I was just like I was washing my hands. I'm like, that stings. I'm like, oh, that's new, because this one was from the cat yesterday.
She was over here being
She's
irritating.
right behind you.
Oh, there she is.
She's pulling a Houdini.
Hi. Little lady.
Little lady. So I finished part 12 of the Batman Arkham Asylum playthrough. I tried to do part 13. I might still go do it after doing this. But I got so frustrated, I rage quit. Like, I was just like, fuck this. I'm done. Like, I'm over it. Like, she came home, and I was like, yeah, it's perfect timing, because she's home, and I'm just done. I'm not putting up with this crap. So I was just very, very upset about it. Yes.
You have a pimple on your nose.
She's been giving me weird looks for like 24 hours.
It's actually under his
on
nose.
my nose?
Right there. It's right there.
Oh, so on my lip?
Yeah, it's like right under your nose. I'm surprised it doesn't hurt.
It
Those always
doesn't.
hurt when I get them right there.
It doesn't hurt.
Ew, don't put it in the camera, you nasty.
I can't see it, and I can't feel. Okay, there it is.
Messing with it.
There it is. And I'm gonna be like, hey guys, so I'm just. Anyway, because I've washed my face 2 days in a row, so this is what I get for washing my face for 2 days in a row.
That will stop happening if you wash your face every day.
Well, that's been doing it 2 days in a row.
But right now, what it's doing is it's bringing all the dirt and the grime to the top.
You know what I started doing 2 weeks ago? That's actually kind of cool. Is I'm using my face gel that I use to wash my face as lubricant when I shave. So it's like doing double duty.
Isn't that normal?
No, because it's just cream is what I'm used to using. So I'm like, I can't use the cream in the shower. So I'm using my gel. And so like, I had like a zit right here that just came to a head, and it was just like, just there 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably from shaving. That's awesome. But regardless, I am going to talk about what happened last night. I'm going to apologize again. So, here's the story. So, I have been working out multiple times a week out in the garage, doing a 30-minute treadmill workout. But the video was taking so long to process.
Mind you,
last
our
night.
garage is a detached garage.
Yes,
It is not
yes.
attached to the house. It's a
Yeah.
separate building
Y'all,
outside.
most of y'all have seen the inside of it. Y'all have seen the grand tour of the
I would
backyard.
just like to preface that.
From
I
like 5
can't
years ago.
hear him in the garage.
No. So, so what I did was I was waiting for the video to render because it was at 99% for like 15 minutes. So I started in here and I'm like, all right, it's at 99%. I'll go work my way, into the garage. And I literally stood at the treadmill for like 5 minutes and just watched it at 99%, 99%, 99%. And I'm like, I got to get this workout started.
Okay, pause. So from my perspective
Yeah.
at this time, I'm taking a shower.
Yeah.
The bathroom window faces the backyard where I can see the light on the garage.
Yeah.
He normally works out for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So I saw the light come on in the garage because it's like 9:45
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
So I saw the light come on in the garage, and when I got out of the shower, which wasn't very long after that, I looked at the time. So I knew what time he went in there.
Yeah.
Continue.
But so a few minutes of me just standing around waiting for it. So I finally picked the Whisper stories that I wanted to listen to, which was a pretty good one. It's about stealing or phishing scams on the dark web and how one of them came back to bite them in the ass because it was like they stole the information from the wrong person, so they like tracked him down and was like, you have like 3 days to get $100,000 that you stole from me, or I'm gonna come find you. That was a pretty good story. So I didn't get to finish it because it was like a 49-minute video. So I did my 30-minute workout, sweated my ass off. Like, it was probably the most I've sweat the entire time I've been doing this. And so I recovered a little bit. So I stood on the treadmill for like 5 minutes, and I'm just like huffing and puffing and wiping the sweat like a Baptist preacher and taking a drink out of my water. And then I came in, fed the cats, and then she had been texting me for like the last 30 minutes at that time.
Mind you, 9:45.
9:45.
So I thought he would be done about 10:15.
Yeah. 9:45.
So I sent him a text at 10:02.
Didn't get it.
He didn't get it, which I figured he was on the treadmill, but I did think he would read it because when I've texted him before, I've at least gotten the red notification. Texted him again at 10:10.
Yeah, 10.
Still didn't get red,
Yeah.
but that's okay because he still wasn't done, but he was almost done. He'd be done about 9:15, 9:20. I mean 10:15,
Yeah.
10:20.
Yeah.
Texted him again at 10:21. Hasn't it been 30 minutes? Are you dead? Nothing.
Nothing.
I couldn't hear anything. Now, mind you, I'm already in bed. Like,
You can't see the light.
I can't
off.
see the light. I'm in the bed. I fed the dogs. Like, I'm ready to go to sleep because
Yeah.
we're old people. And I start thinking that he's dead. That
Yeah.
he fell on the treadmill and, like, bumped his head or had a heart attack. And before you say he's too young to have a heart attack, my mom had a heart attack that killed her at 35.
I've known
So,
plenty of people in their 30s that have had heart attacks. So.
and didn't read it. So I was like, okay, you're being dramatic. It's okay. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. So then I texted him again at 10:27. Nothing.
But
Nothing.
it's got a red receipt on that one.
Yeah, but not until minutes after I sent it. You didn't
Yeah.
read it till like 5 minutes after I sent it.
But so there's the fun thing that my watch likes to do is it'll take a few minutes to pop up on my watch. So I was watching the video, I closed the video, came in and everything, so I'm feeding the cats, getting them situated and everything, and then my watch goes off and said, you're scaring me. I'm like, scaring you? What the hell? And I went back and read. I'm like, oh shit, she's been trying to talk to me for like 30 minutes. Like, I gotta go. So I gathered up Cass, because we did a little rodeo, like NASCAR thing around the coffee table. I'm like, of all nights, you're gonna do this tonight? And I just grabbed him and put him in here. And then she's like in a puddle of tears when I got to the bedroom. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like,
So, like, after I sent the you're
What?
scaring me text and had convinced myself that I was trying to work up the courage to put shoes on, and go outside to check on him, but I was convinced I was going to find him dead. Now, I have lost a lot of people in my life.
Yeah.
A lot of them were younger than they should have been.
Yeah.
So, untimely, not that any deaths are timely, but surprise deaths
Right, exactly.
are definitely things that I constantly think about. If I know you and love you, you already know this, I've planned your death in my head. Thank you, trauma. So, in this amount of time, I have thought about what I was going to do, what shoes I was going to get up, I was going to grab shoes, I was going to go out there, I was going to find him on the floor, I was going to have to call 911, I was going to have to come in and wake my dad up because he had gone to bed and sit there and bawl till EMT got here. I was going to have to call our boss and let them know that we weren't going to be there. I planned it all in my head, terrified, petrified, and then I hear him come in to feed the cats. So don't get me wrong, the first feeling that I had was relief, but then I was just pissed. I was just mad because I was like, I've been trying to talk to you for 30 minutes. You've been out in the garage for almost an hour at this point, which is 30 minutes longer than you're supposed to be out there, which I don't really care if he's out there for that long. Like, I'm not a psycho, except he always texts me back. He always texts me back. Or at least reads them so that I know he's alive.
Yeah. And also, because with the whisper stories, is I don't have to look at my phone the entire time, so I'm just like looking at the wall, just doing my thing, and then listening to the audio, because it's not like a video, it's just like, it's like, you know, like an audio book.
Yeah.
And so, like, I would have probably, if I looked down one more time, I probably would have seen that, oh, she's been texting me. So it just seems like every time that she texted me, I was probably looking at the wall or checking, oh, yeah, look, oh, I'm like, you know, 0.5 away from a mile. Awesome. You know, because it doesn't come up on my watch. It doesn't, it slides down here in the top. And
yeah, because, you know, Apple Watches, when you have your phone open, it doesn't give you the notification on your watch. I understand all these things.
So I was trying to explain to her last night, but I was just like, it doesn't matter what I'm going to say. Like, she's upset, and I'm sorry. I was like, I don't know what else to do but lay here and say I'm sorry, because I don't know what I did.
Wasn't even like I was mad at him. But mostly I was trying to come down from the absolute terror that I had. So then every time I saw him today, I just gave him a hug. And I was like, I'm so glad you're not dead.
I was like, after a while, I was like, yeah, me too. Like, stop.
I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah, so.
I don't stay mad for very long.
I gave her part of a peace offering. I got her Snickers. So I'm just like.
It gave me heartburn.
Like, you want some food? You want a Snickers? And, you know, she accepted it. I
stayed mad at you for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but I like the way that I told you, like, hey, I gotta tell you something.
He was all super serious. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory. So we started the Mediterranean diet, right?
Mediterranean.
Well, shortly before, we had gotten some snacks for a road trip. And I'm talking like the weekend before. And I had gluten-free Oreos in the cabinet. And so that first like Mediterranean dinner, don't get me wrong, it was great. But I had a super sweet tooth after, and I was really snacky.
I understand that.
So I went in and I like snuck the Oreos to my bedroom. And he came in and I had a mouthful of Oreos, and I was like, I had to eat them. They were going to go bad. So then, what did you do with the Snickers?
So she was, you know, because we worked together, so she was in the cooler procuring her flowers. And I walked up to her like, hey, I have to tell you something. She's like, what? Like, you know, like all upset. Like, what? And I'm like,
mind you, boss wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we don't have a manager or anything like that, but considering the fact he's my husband, I'm responsible for the mistakes he makes.
So I'm just like, you know, I can already tell, like, that's how you're gonna start the conversation, because she's gonna think you screwed up something, you dropped something, you made somebody mad, you got a speeding ticket. Like, I was like, yeah, so dance puppets. And so I'm like, hey, I gotta tell you something. And then she's like, what? And I was like, I was told that this was gonna go bad. And I handed her a king-size Snickers. I'm like, here you go. And she just looked at me and rolled her eyes and took it and put it in her back pocket. I'm like, so...
I laughed and gave you a hug.
Peace offering? And she's like, You have to do more than that. I'm like, it's a start.
I was teasing you,
It's a
of course.
start.
And then later when I ate it, I looked at my dad because we told him the story
Yeah.
about the Oreos and me being ridiculous about it. Because it's not like they really care, but I, have standards for myself. And so I told him about the Oreos. And so then later today, I went ahead and ate the Snickers because I was hungry today. And, so I grabbed it, and my dad was sitting next to me while I was working on the website stuff.
Yeah.
And I looked at my dad and I said, "Wow, Colin was right. These were like an hour from being rancid. It just they were gonna go bad." And he thought that I was actually eating a rancid Snickers. So then I reminded him of the story, and he was like,
Concerned fathers.
"Oh!" and started laughing.
So I thought that was funny that I did that because I'm like, all right, because I knew what I was gonna do right when I left for my first run. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get her tea, and then I'm gonna go get her Snickers, and this is how I'm gonna start it. Genius. Like,
He's the sweetest. He gets me a peach ginger tea.
Yeah, which is good. I'm glad that they fixed up the recipe, the brew, because
For a couple days it was gross.
Which there's a girl named Amber that every time she's there, the tea's like on point, but when she's not, I can kind of tell like somebody else made the tea, didn't they? Because like the peach ginger has kind of like a light yellow, like greenish tint to it.
It straight up looks like urine.
And which is funny because
It's delicious.
I played that game with your dad. I'm like, is this urine or is it peach ginger? And he's like, it's peach ginger. And he stares at me while he drinks it. And so like the other one was just it looked like a just a light colored tea, like an amber colored tea. And then she's like, this isn't right. And I'm like, well, it's peach ginger.
It was like orangier.
Yeah, so like it's peach ginger. That's what they told me it was. So apparently
It was like this color.
Yeah. So there we go.
Whereas the normal tea is closer to like a sticky note color. A little bit closer.
Yeah, so I was like, well, that's what they told me, so, enjoy. Yeah, pinky out, whatever. Like, I bought it, so, but then I went to the other store and it was totally fine. So I'm like, all right.
And it was gross. The like orangey one, it tasted soured. It
did?
like,
I didn't know that sour part.
yeah, and it had like, it was almost like they made it with peach syrup, which that's not how they do it. It's
No.
not made with peach syrup, but it tasted like there was peach syrup, like a regular green tea with peach syrup in it is what it tasted like. And I was like, this is disgusting. This is
I'm
gross.
just trying to get my leg down.
Sorry.
But, yeah, so that's the story of how my wife planned my death for the 30,000th time since we've been married. Well,
Do
since
it
we
at least once a week.
started dating. I mean, I started doing it too, like with certain people. I'm like, all right, what if I got that phone call? Like, how would I react? Like, what would I think would be the reasoning, stuff like that. And I'm like, damn it, Jocelyn, because I know it's because of her. I'm spending too much time with her. So, again, if I love you, I've already also planned your death. Just probably a different way, like skydiving naked from an airplane or, wrestling an alligator in the swamps of Louisiana. Something cool like that. Not like a heart attack or anything, but, just want to add a little fantasy element to it. But, anywho. Well, I guess we're going to end on the question, because I got nothing else that I wanted to talk about.
I don't have anything.
So, what's the question for today?
The question is, what job would you be terrible at?
How many hours you got? 'Cause-
Don't be so mean to yourself.
well, no, I'm just like, well, obviously, like, brain surgeon. Like, I mean, no, that's a
Well,
no-go. Anything like medical, probably not. A job I'd be terrible at?
Let's amend the question.
Yeah.
A job that is attainable
Attainable.
to you that you would be terrible at. Because, like, you're not going to school to get your PhD.
Yeah,
right now.
no, probably never going to. Anywho, I don't know. I've thought about like all the jobs that I could be good at. Like I could do that. And I've never really thought of a job that I wouldn't be good at. Let's see. Probably a bra model. No, that's just the first thing that I thought of. Whatever, was it like in Friends? It was like, name one thing a woman can't do that a man can do. It's like, and that Joey said something like penis model or something like that.
Gotta love Joey.
Joey doesn't share food. I don't think I could do like another retail job. I was terrible at that. Like when I worked at.
He's cute and like crossing his
Yeah,
legs.
I'm
now.
trying to because
Kind of
it's
adorable.
the only way that I can
I
keep.
keep leaning on his chair, so
And it keeps my ass from hurting because
yeah, his chair sucks.
this chair sucks and I got no ass to it. Damn. But no, like when I did work at my one retail job, I was like, I don't like it.
I
What?
just realized your phone charger's
Yeah.
just sticking up straight right there this whole time.
Happy to see you. So yeah, the whole time
I was like,
Okay.
what is that in the corner of the
It's my
screen?
phone charger. I didn't notice it until just now either. So there we go. It's been in there the whole time. It's a little microphone. So speak into the microphone, like that they use on TikTok, like the little itty bitty microphones. But no, retail. Like if I had to make like a quota or a sales, anything like that, I probably couldn't do it.
You would not be good at sales.
It would be either I make like 6 figures a month or we're eating bread in the dumpster of the United Supermarket. Like,
Wow, that's a little extreme.
because I'm just like, I don't know. Because I did get a good job offer once for one of the insurance companies in town. Right out of college, they were going to give me a job. But it was,
Oh, I remember.
it was salary, but then it had commission on top of it. And that's what I'm like, can't do a commission job. I can't. Even if my salary is I'm making like $25 an hour, you're gonna fire me because the commission is it's not gonna be there. I'm just gonna tell you now, it's not gonna be there. I can't sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves or anything like that. So, oh, shut up. Anywho,
He's sticking his
The little
nose
nose.
through the little gate.
yeah. So retail or any commission job, I probably could not do. So used car salesman or door-to-door salesman, anything like
Yeah.
that, because I would just be like not at the end, but the beginning of Tommy Boy when he's like, people are like, no, he's like, okay, thank you, and then just like get up and leave. That would be me.
He gets too nervous.
Yeah, like okay.
I'm not saying that I'd be any better at them.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
not,
So
but-
there you go. So I'd be working at Callahan Auto Parts for like a week before they got tired of my ass. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Oh, also, Vincer said, paraphrasing here, that Denny's cheeseburgers are like slept on. Their cheeseburgers and fries are like slept on.
Beg to differ.
I agree. Not with you, but with him. Because Denny's cheeseburgers are fantastic. And he also said that the waitress made a wise choice going for the seasoned fries over the wavy fries.
No, JK, I do like Denny's cheeseburgers.
I was like, I thought you had it. I thought you liked it before.
I do. I
So-
take it back.
So what
Take it back.
were you thinking about?
I don't know, but it wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
Another place that we went with Jess that was crap.
Because I don't,
But I don't
yeah,
remember.
Denny's cheeseburgers are they're
Yeah, they're
pretty
really
good. Which most diners, if your cheeseburger is good, like congratulations. If your diners, has sucky cheeseburgers.
Well, they have that ghost kitchen that does the cheeseburger. That's what I was thinking
Oh.
of, was the ghost kitchen where we had it DoorDash.
That's right. That's right.
And it was awful.
Oh, the Burger Den.
Yeah.
Denny's.
Mm-hmm.
So I posted that picture of the guy from Pawn Stars. Those bastards lied to me because I thought it was a brand new restaurant, but it was a
At
Denny's.
least I think it was awful, or maybe I'm just remembering that it was awful because I was mad that it was Denny's.
Yeah, I was really
I don't
upset
remember.
because we looked at the address and she's like, "Is that Denny's?" I'm like, "Damn it, that's Denny's." Like, just tell me I'm getting a cheeseburger from Denny's. I'd have been totally fine. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
I don't
lie to me
actually
like it.
remember if I liked it. or not.
Which I think Chili's also has a ghost kitchen that they serve wings. It's like nothing but wings or something like that. But anyway, so like I said, I'm trying to end this video for 2 minutes now. So anyway, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. I greatly appreciate y'all. And always remember, my little piglets, call it Pork Chop, loves y'all the mostest. Y'all take it easy, guys, and we will see ya tomorrow. Bye, guys.